Kia ora guys, Bird here. Welcome to episode 6 of Thaumcraft 5. Apparently today I am playing as the girl character, I forget what her name is, we'll call her Stevie. I think she has a real name, but for some reason I guess the Mojang skin servers are down or something. Anyway, we are here in the Thaumcraft 5 world. Some things have changed around the place. Oh yes, we have a birch tree here now. I've done a little bit more exploring and managed to find one of those guys hidden around. I went out that way trying to look for actually basically any way to get vines. I'm looking for vines at the moment for building purposes. We'll see that in a little bit. I've moved the tree farm down here and that's all gridded up now. A 25 oak tree farm. Looks like one of those guys has exploded into a giant oak tree. We're going to have to take a while to chop that down. And another thing that I've done here that's taken a decent amount of time is we're starting to get the cow farm going. I decided to build it over here, sort of put it under the ground a little bit so that it's easy to get to. It's one block here from the main area, but they've got 2 blocks down there. You need to get these guys bred up, but that's obviously all going to happen off camera. It's also escape-proof as well. We've got the glass and another block behind there, so these guys aren't going to get out. And probably what I want to do as well off camera is just do some kind of extra little thing here. It just looks a little abrupt, doesn't it, having this go into the underground. I want to build some kind of arch area over there. Let's see, and there's one other thing that I've done here. I've decided to give the hobbit hole here a little bit of a facelift. I've put in some arcane stone blocks, or rather the arcane stone bricks. I don't really like it, to be honest. The new texture looks okay. It's too dark to sort of go with the theme that we're going for with the rest of the area here that has all these nice light happy colours. It's a little bit too dark for these tastes, so it's probably going to have to go away. I also tried the cracked stone bricks, which you can make in 1.8 now by taking ordinary stone bricks and putting them in a furnace, and that's how you get those guys now. And the reason that I wanted the vines is so that you can take your stone bricks and the vines and make the mossy bricks for building as well. I just laid out the new arcane stone blocks here just so that we can take a look at the new textures. Yeah, they've gotten a little bit darker than in the older versions, so you're going to need to find a new way to build them. We're going to have to incorporate them somehow, obviously, because, you know, they're Thaumcraft. But, yeah, just as like the main facade on the thing, probably not going to happen. The inside of this area, though, is kind of just a dirt, stone, cobblestone. Not too fancy. Something that I did off camera is that I went through with the thermometer and went through all of my stuff and tried to scan it, and I've scanned everything now. There are a couple of things that gave extra stuff. I think the zombie brains was something that we got an extra research out of. What else have I got here that is new that you guys haven't really seen, I don't think? Oh yeah, I found some more desert temples, so I got some more thaumium loot. I opened up some goodie bags. What else is in here? Whole heap of sugarcane harvesting. And I think, yeah, a few more diamonds and stuff like that. All well and good. Oh, just something else, by the way. Fun fact now about amber. From TC4, you could take 4 amber and make a block. Now, here in TC5, it's 9. So we've kind of done the opposite of glowstone, which started at 9 and went to 4. We've gone from 4 up to 9. So these things are going to be a heck of a lot more expensive to make. Hello, what did I... You can right-click those. Shift and left click and right click works. There you go. So that's what's going on there. Let's see if we can get started with today's episode. I'm not wearing anything in the old Baubles inventory. Let's see if I can get my protection ring going. And sure, we'll take the terror ring out for a spin today. Throw those dudes on. Alright. So in the last episode, we got to work on doing some of the research here, building the research table, and getting started with some of the stuff in here. We're going to continue with that a little bit more today, so we're going to need our scribing tools and paper. So let's get these guys down. There's actually something that I'd like to gun for, and that, if you watched my TC4 series, was the thermostatic harness. It's probably going to be somewhere down in this area or this area here. But in order to get that, we need infusion, obviously, but we're missing the required research for infusion, so what's it going to be? I have no idea. So that's just something that I'd like to get fairly soon here, but I guess the next thing that we need to get, sort of a bit more of a convenience item, is the Goggles of Revealing, Seeing the Unseen. So let's go ahead and get that research note. I hope this thing works a little bit differently from this thermometer, and that will actually allow us to see nodes, because with this thing you still can't see nodes. My research table's over here. Look at that nice bright blue on there. Sensus or Aqua or something. Sensus it is. And you guys were telling me the way the research works now is a little bit more interesting, actually, or it seems like it anyway. Basically, you start off, the pool of aspects that you use to get started with the research is you have a different pool for each research node that you have. So if you muck up the research, you've got to get a new research node, which is actually kind of a nice idea. We're going to see how that works, though. It looks like I'm starting to dip down on some of these aspects, though. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started with this. So now that when I mouse over these, thanks to the research that we got last time, we can now see the precursor aspects that are required to make that. So for Potentia, for example, you need Ordo and Ingis, and then for Aurum, it's Potentia and Iron. I think has that changed? I think it has, yeah, because Precontatio, the magic aspect, has been removed from the game. Alright, let's see if we can get started here. Looks like we're going to need to get Spiritus going on Sensus, is probably what I'm thinking. Let's head back over to basic information just so I can see how to make Sensus. Oh no, Spiritus? Yeah, Spiritus, where was that? Back here somewhere. No, I've gone past it already. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Somebody saw it. There it is. Crap. So it takes a Victus and Mortus. Okay, we've got it's kind of a hard one actually, so we'll get a Victus and Mortus. We're actually going to need a Periditio, and that I think... No, okay, no, that's right, the thing's changed, that's right. Because I remarked about that. It's Aqua and Periditio now, okay. So get those two, so just like so. Alright, and then we need to get this and Victus, yeah. And that makes us Spiritus, so we can hook that up to that guy. Now, probably what we'll do is probably like something like Victus here or something. We're already using Potentia, so we have to put Iron here, is my thinking there. And then the Potentia, so what do we want to put here? I think we can go something like Ordo, actually, probably a pretty good idea. Then we can connect these two up with something like Mortus, would be a fairly good plan. And then this guy, let's see, Mortus to something, maybe, or Victus. Tempestas isn't in the game anymore, so you can't do nice little shortcuts like that. You can't use Venenum, Venenum's been removed. Those nice little link aspects are gone, so things are slightly harder for the single aspect challenge, actually. What about Vinculum? Vinculum might work, actually, because that's Mortus Periditio, isn't it? So, let me just check what Vinculum might be able to connect to. Because we've got to check. Okay, so Vinculum is Periditio, so Periditio can work here. Okay, so let's get some Vinculum. We need to get some Mortus and Periditio down. Like so. There we go. Then I think we'll just bring that around like that. And then that can go Periditio, and then we can do Mortus. And that should be good. There we go. A little bit of a longer chain there to get the Sensus connected with the one aspect challenge. But there it is. The Goggles of Revealing. Let's get started with this and see what it says. Oh man. Oh, by the way, yeah. Oh, I already showed... I'm just not used to it yet, so anyway. Let's see, the Goggles of Revealing over here, got the nice gold star over there. What does it have to say? Building on the basic principles of the thermometer, you've begun refining its ability to detect magic into something more, revealing. This set of mystical lenses will make aura nodes much easier to find, along with revealing all manner of hidden things. They form an important tool in any thaumaturgist's arsenal. Alright, so in order to make this thing, we're going to need 4 pieces of leather, 2 gold, 2 thermometers, and a whopping 100 vis of each of the primal aspects. So, thankfully we have a wand that can hold 100, and that's going to get the Goggles of Revealing, which also give the vis discount of 5%. So, you're getting these things as a sort of... It's another one of those things that you want to get off the bat pretty quickly, just so that you can see where your nodes are and how you stand in your world. Alright, so let's get started with crafting this thing. It's been a while since I had to make one of these. Let's see, we're going to need some 2 thermometers, or we're going to need a bit of gold. I started converting these things into blocks as well. We're going to need how much gold? That should be enough gold, actually, all of that right there, at least I hope so. Yeah, so we've got that. The glass, my glass is over in my blocks chest somewhere, I think. Yeah, all the blocks are kind of here just right now. And there was something else that we needed. I think we're okay now. I can head over to this thing. I don't think it takes V's to craft this. Don't think so. We need 2 of them. So I want to keep this one, by the way, just so that we can like scan stuff. I don't know if the new goggles are revealing sort of work a bit differently to the way that they did in TC4, where in TC4 you needed a thermometer to be able to scan stuff, and that is not quite the same here. Anyway, I've got 2 of these now, so let's see, what else did I need there? I needed leather and more gold, so this isn't too hard to craft. Oh, the leather is in the random harvestable garbage chest. There we go. Get those in place, very good, and 2 pieces of gold. 2 thermometers, and job done. Oh, that's right, we need the wand as well, of course, of course. Of course. I'm still not carrying this thing around with me. Insufficient V, so... Oh, dang it, man! Dang it! Oh man, that's right, because this thing, it has the 110% V cost. There's a penalty to the actual cost that you incur. I completely forgot about that. Oh man, that really bites, actually. Looks like we're not going to get the thermometer right off the bat here. Oh, let's just stick all these materials to make it in here. Man, we're going to have to try something else then. Balls to the walls! Okay, let's see if we can get on with something else then today. Perhaps like getting a bigger wand would probably be a good idea. I want to get their goggles of revealing. So let's see if we can head back into the Thaumaturgy tab. And we've already got some things right here. So here's your basic wand. I'm not sure if I read this yet, I don't think so. You guys can go ahead and pause the video, because I don't think the wand crafting has changed. No, looks to be fairly similar to what it was before. So, okay, let's get back in here. Do I still have my paper inscribing tools? Yes. What we want to do is either get gold wand caps or greatwood wand core. Probably get both of these would be a good plan, just to be able to, you know, craft better stuff. So let's see. Let's get the gold wand cap research note first. Very grey looking. Alright, alright. Okay, Instrumentum Desiderium, the renamed Lucrum aspect, and Metallum. Alright, so I think they had Vitreus in it before, but not anymore. Yeah, I think the way that they've changed out the compound aspect so that there are only 3 tiers now, I think that's just to support this system a little bit more. Okay, so Metallum Desiderium. Let's see if we can get started with this. I just wonder how to do it. And that used to connect to Auditor. It looks like it connects to Potentia now. Alright, Potentia. Oh, I'm just trying to think about how I want to get started with this. So Terra right there. Well, I guess this has to be Potentia, so we can get started with that Potentia. Throw that down. Okay, there we go. And Lucrum. Oh, no, a Desiderium. I've got to get used to the words. So that's Wakwas. I hope Wakwas is still this. I'm not going to look it up. There we go, we've got Wakwas there. Next up, what I'm going to do is connect... I guess Audido does have to sort of go here, and then we can like do the Ironmotus trick. So Ironmotus right there, and Audido there, but then this has a bit of trouble connecting around, doesn't it? Yeah... There might be something we can do. Like Engis, maybe? Yeah, Engis is actually going to come and save the day here. Because I can do something like Engis, and then I can have Ire, and then Lux. Let's just put them down here, though. I might be able to use them with this guy somehow. Just in case, just so that we have the option, right? And then this guy... Terra... I'm thinking of something a little bit differently, actually. I'm thinking of going... What was it that I was thinking of? I can't remember now. I've forgotten now what I was thinking of. But I did think of another idea. We could go like... Audido... Basically, we need to move these. Whoops-a-daisy. That's okay. Let's get another bit of Lux. I was thinking of going... let's see, Periditio, like that, and then we can go Permutatio, like so. Yeah, put Permutatio there and Ordo. So that's still a one aspect used of each type. I was thinking of something a little bit more efficient, but I can't remember that now. But there we go, we've got the gold wand caps. Oh baby, a new wand. Well, half of a new wand anyway. So what does that say? Capping things off with style. I certainly hope so. Gold is a far superior focusing agent than iron, and wands capped with this material take no penalty when used to channel beasts. Right, so the iron that we use has a 10% penalty, and this has a 0% penalty, so things cost their legit amount, in other words, if you make your wand out of gold. Alright, and the other thing that we have over here, the Greatwood Wand Core, I guess if we're going to go and make a wand with gold wand caps, we might as well go for broken, you know, get a decent upgrade from the iron capped wand. Alright, so let's go for Greatwood Wand Core, get the next level up. Man, it was a long time before I got the next level in TC4. Okay, so we want to get started with this. Looks like we're using Portentia already, so we have to use a Metallum. Now, what was it? These two, I think? I can't remember now, even though I just saw it before during the last research. Just want to double check, and I can now. Yeah, so it was Terra and Ordo. Oh, not sure if I noticed last time, but yeah, the scroll is on the table there. Very cool little touch. So we've got some Metallum right there. Throw that there. Now the Metallum, on the other hand, how can I bring that around? Let's see, we want Erba, so I think we're going to have to go weak tools here is probably what we want. Just so that we can utilize Spiritus and Death and those kinds of aspects. Okay, yeah, so let's go there. And then this guy has got... Oh, we could probably just go Terra right there, actually. Or bring those two around, yeah. Okay, so that's that done. Now, how can I bring these over to each other? Is there a way? Maybe I could put a Terra right there. Not quite. We couldn't, you know, if you cheesed it, you'd use a little bit of more Metallum, and that would solve your problem. But we're not going to cheese it. Let's see if we can try something else here. I'm not really thinking of any ideas right off the bat here, is my problem here. I think what we might just have to go... I do have ideas here. It's kind of a bit convoluted, but it is going to work. You get some Gerlum going. I like that, and then we can get a bit of Periditio down like that, and then we can connect to Death, I believe, which was Aqua. Yeah, so Mortuus. Okay, but that doesn't connect directly to that, so okay, we're going to need a bit more Death, I think. And then we need a bit of Life, I believe, and that makes you Spiritus, yeah. So put those two down. Okay, Spiritus, and that should hook all those up, so there you go. Another big convoluted one for a relatively simple one, but because of the one aspect challenge, making things a little bit more fun here. Alright, that is a new type of wand on the way, I'm guessing, for this episode. So there it is, carved from Greatwood logs. This rod has more than double the vase storage potential of mundane wood, being able to store up to 250 vase of each type. So to craft this thing you need 2 Greatwood logs, and that gets you a Greatwood wood as well as 30 Periditio vase. Looks like we worked through the night there, yeah. The dawn approacheth, and it looks like we're going to need 2 Greatwood logs. Now thankfully we have this Greatwood tree right here that I'm kind of just slowly chopping away at. I would actually like to keep this tree here if I can help it, but at the same time, I mean, we can just plant another one if we really need to. So that is the ingredients out of the way. Let's see if we can get the wand back. There you are. Charged back up and ready to go. Very nice. Throw those in there. That is the Greatwood rod. Done and done. But the other thing that we need is we're going to need a second gold ingot if we want to... Oh no, I think I've got those gold nuggets there, yes. So we can actually take these dudes. I'll put those in here as well. Yeah, it looks like these are going to need these to craft up as well. Okay, do I have my... I can wear another discount ring, actually. Let's get the Periditio discount ring. It'd probably be a good plan to try and save as much aspect juice as we can. I don't think... No, this one doesn't even use Periditio. No, none. We don't have any rings that would help, but whatever. We need 2 of these things, so let's just make both of them at the same time. Get 2 of those. I don't want 3. No, just 2, please. There you go. I just want to actually just quickly test while we're here. Does this shift click work now? Don't think so. Shift click didn't work in TC4 with that. Anyway, so we have the materials now to craft a better wand now, so let's take these 2. I have insufficient V's. Oh, okay, I've just got to let it charge up really quick. Well, I guess while this is happening, I think you have to keep it on the bar and it'll charge up. Yeah, that seems to be the case. So let's just let that go. And while that's happening, what we can do is follow rule number 1 of Thaumcraft. Because you still have to do this and scan everything. But I can see that there aren't any yellow glowing question marks. But you can just double click by right clicking. And it'll tell you that nothing new can be learned. Okay. But we still need to scan everything. So this guy is still valid. We will need to use our anvil to rename that dude at some point. How's that doing? It looks like you kind of have to keep it equipped, possibly. Alright, well I'm just going to take a quick break here, and when we return, this guy will have enough V's in him to charge back, to make this new wand, I guess. We'll see you in just a mo. Well, that didn't take very long, only about a minute, but we're back. The wand is fully charged. Let's see if we can get this new wand going. Fairly simple to get going with, to be honest, but if you're new to Thaumcraft, I guess here's a sort of an elite guide for you. Anyway, there it is. The gold-banded Greatwood wand has a capacity of 250! Man, that was what the top wands in TC4 had. That is awesome. Alright, looks like we've got a spare wand now that we can use for crafting purposes or whatnot, just to keep it around. Man, we've got to let this thing charge up as well before we use it. So we wanted to get the goggles of revealing, so we're going to need this guy charged up at about 100 V's to use that properly. So it looks like we're going to need to take another short little break here to charge this node back up, and we'll be right back once again. Almost done, and there we go. So I was just standing outside here to let this thing charge up, and if I keep quiet, maybe you guys will be able to hear him. I heard an Enderman down here somewhere, like sort of in this sort of area, so perhaps there's a little cave system I've yet to discover that we'll need to pacify. Yes, I discovered a cave system actually under here, so it's probably connecting to the cave system that's under there actually. Alright, so we have our new wand here. Let's throw that in there and try crafting up these dudes again. Looks like I left a bit more gold in there than necessary, but that's okay. I've still got all that leather and stuff on me. Let's take 2 of our thermometers, and finally have enough juice to craft the goggles of revealing. Oh yeah! But before we even use these things, let's try and scan them. No question marks. So let's see if what happens when we throw these things on. What has been revealed to me as an ore? Nothing right off the bat here, and it doesn't look like anything is sort of showing. Okay. Maybe we sort of have to... Oh, there we go. There's a node over there by the looks of it. And I'm not seeing any nodes in this area, so it looks like we might have to do the old... Oh! The node in a jar trick, but okay. Oh, I stand corrected. There is a node here. It's actually up in the air. That's something that's new. In TC4, most of the nodes were really close to the surface, and there goes another one. Yeah, there's a few nodes around here. That's really good. That's a lot better than my Mesa world, where there weren't very many around my base. I just want to get some blocks, just so that we can take a closer look at these nodes. I guess we'll get started with this node, though, seeing as it looks to be the closest. Let's have a look at it. Sprint over there. Okay, this is right on the ground. That's really nice. So what happens when I have a look at this? Oh, it tells us right there. It's a normal node. Okay, can I, like... nothing new can be learned from the node. It's got 40 terra inside. And it looks like there's a bit of Z fighting with the word and the terra sprite there as an ore. Let's have a quick look at this guy as well. It's actually right above where my first house was, this little starter shack that's no longer here. That's kind of ironic. Setting up camp right underneath a node. That's pretty cool. Alright, so this is another terra node, sort of a mono-aspected 58. Okay, so if these two are close enough, I'm guessing this one would eat it. I haven't messed around with the new node mechanics yet. And we don't really have any way to use these things yet, I don't think. And I just want to have a look at that other Ing-Yeast node that I spotted just before over there, because that looks like another easy one to get to. Let's have a little sprint over there. You still haven't been up here to get rid of the grass that's in this area, but I'll need to get around to that eventually. Okay, looks like this is a mono Ing-Yeast one. Do all of the nodes come as mono now? That's a possibility. And this is a normal as well, with 49 Ing-Yeast inside it. Very cool. And I think we'll just finish off this episode by taking a look at that first node that we spotted that's way over here. Well, here it is. It looks like it's going to be on top of this little mountain area right here. Let's just pillar up again to have a look. Gonna go up even higher. And if the aspects are mono these days, yeah, it looks like all of the nodes are mono now. Mono aspected. That's a game changer. I don't know if the whole node thing, like node bullying and stuff, that might not be in the game anymore. I'll have to read a little bit more thoroughly. Anyway, that's going to have to be it for this episode of Thaumcraft. I need to get back inside before the monsters come and murder my face. Murder my girly face until Mojang fixes the service, and at which point I will once again become a Birdman thing. Hope you guys are enjoying the videos. Thank you very much for watching. Kia kaha, and I'll see you in the next one.